Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So if you don't know me, my name is Shona. I'm 34 years old. I live up in the northeast of Scotland. I'm married. I've got 2 children. Olivia is 3 and James is just away to turn 1 year old. So I thought today, I haven't done a sit down video in a long time. Like just chatting to yous, and I thought I would chat a little bit about how my weight is going, like fitness and things like that. So I am quite into my fitness. I'm quite addicted to it. I've been as high as like a size 18 and I've been as low as a size 10, almost edging onto a size 8. So I've kind of been every size in the middle, kind of go up and down. When I met Craig, I was probably at my lowest, and then obviously kind of got into the relationship and got married, and then kind of everything went downhill from there, especially with having kids. But I just wanted to speak a little bit about how I've been getting on. Obviously James is almost 1 now, so I just wanted to kind of speak about how I've been getting on losing the baby weight for the second time. With Olivia, I put on about 4 or 5 stone, and I would say within a year I lost it. Possibly even more, 1.5 years maybe, I would say. With James, I think it's come off a lot quicker, but I feel like my body has changed drastically the second time. Like, I feel like my hips are a lot wider and they just don't seem to want to go down. My hips are ruined. I mean, like, I had quite a bad pain in them, like up along the, in the crease in between your thigh and your hip. I had quite a lot of pain and right up into my hip and down into my knee. And I did see the physio about it just before lockdown, and I'd gotten exercises to do. And I would say, since I've stopped feeding, since I feel like all the pregnancy hormones has gone away, I have felt a huge improvement on it, but it's not 100%. And there's still times, especially when I'm like ovulating or I've got my period, I feel like it's worse then. Don't know why, but that seems to flare up then. So I think it's just something I might have to live with. I might go back to physio, but at the moment it's not annoying me, it's not bugging me. I'm trying to get my weight down, I'm trying to keep exercising, stretching and things like that, and doing the exercises that she said. So hopefully it might just over time improve, but at the moment it's not really. It's a vast improvement on what it was, but it is still niggly now and then. So I think it's just something I might have to live with. As I say, my hips are just not the same. And also the other thing, after having James, after having my second baby, I feel like my stomach is just not as flat. And I feel like with Olivia, it took a long time to like gradually go down. Whereas with James, it went down a lot quicker, but I've been left with this really baggy, yucky pouch. Well, not even so much a pouch, just like this bagginess. Like, I feel I've been looking into looking at ways to try and improve it, because obviously I'm trying to eat better, I'm losing weight, I'm exercising, I'm trying to do a lot of ab exercise to tighten it up, but obviously 9 months of having a big baby, and I was very big, has made it a lot harder to really tighten up the skin. And obviously age as well. I mean, I'm not getting any younger, I'm almost 35, so I don't know if that's like an issue as well. I've been reading a little bit about collagen, that collagen can take in, but I haven't quite made the step to go and buy it, taking collagen supplements. So it might be something I do in the future. So if I do, I will let you know and let you know how I got on. I'm kind of just working away with exercising and losing weight, because obviously it's still like obviously just a year, so I was just kind of giving it a little more time to see if there was much improvement. But I might have to go down that route if it's not, I'm not feeling it. With James, I put on a lot of weight with James, 4 or 5 stone. He wasn't any really bigger than his sister, just a little bit, but he was quite long. I just seemed to put on a lot of weight in pregnancy. I did I get quite a lot of sickness at the start, so I have to eat to make me feel better, so that obviously puts on a lot of weight. And just in general, I kind of just go, well, that's it. And I think because it was the second and last baby, it was like, well, you know, this is it. There's no more like huge weight spikes. It's going to be maintaining it really after this. So yeah, I put it on. I think I lost quite quickly, and I got onto the whole, we're losing this a lot faster. And I think by 6 months, I was kind of feeling so much better. I got into my wedding rings back on, which I think I was about a year with Olivia getting them back on. So I think I put on a lot of fluid. So the weight's not necessarily like fat, it's just like fluid retention. So it just takes a bit of time for all that fluid to flush out of my body. And obviously breastfeeding, I think as well, because I breastfed, I don't think I lose a lot of weight until I've actually stopped, and then once all the hormones go, and then I can start like losing a lot of the like fluid that's kind of built up. So that's how I feel about myself. So yeah, I'm now, obviously James is almost a year, and I'm probably the most comfortable I've been in my body for a long time. I think after Olivia, it just, because it's such a change to your body, you kind of think, oh, I'm not feeling this, and I'm different sizes, and you know, just like hips and tummy and bum, and it's all different, and you're just not what you used to be, so it takes a bit getting used to. So I think now, obviously with second baby, things are even more different. I'm kind of feeling a lot more comfortable. I have about just over half a stone to lose to get to like where I want to be, although I would probably say I would like to get to that point, but if I was to like maintain a couple of pounds, 2 or 3 pounds over it, that would be fine. But I am feeling so much better these last, even like, it's like, I know a lot of people have gone into lockdown and eaten, and I have had times where I have had that, but I've also really been trying to be as good as possible and not let food run away from me. I am a big foodie. Like, I can be eating my breakfast and thinking about what I'm going to have for a snack, and what could I have for my dinner, and what could I have for my, you know, I'm constantly thinking about food. So it's a real struggle to cut back on food and try and lose weight and try and maintain weight, because like, I could go away for a weekend, just totally relax, gulch out alcohol, sweeties, crisps, you know, just meals out, and I could easily put on half a pound. Yes, it's just fluid, but I could put on, you know, it's just, I just seem to like retain fluid so much as soon as I start eating unhealthily. So it's a very hard work to kind of rein it in, but I'm also quite disciplined, and I've heard this from a lot of people, you know, God, just relax and have something, but it's like, no, I like being a smaller size. Like, if there's people out there and you're happy with being bigger, great, you know, as long as you're happy, that is the main thing. But me personally, in my body, I just hate, you know, I think being up to that bigger size and being the smaller, I'm comfortable with being smaller. I feel comfortable, clothes are nicer on me, you know, and I just feel more comfortable being a smaller size. So I have to work hard to get down to that size. And I'm sure there might be times where I might go up, but I think now that I've had my kids, there shouldn't be any major issues. So to lose the weight, I haven't really done anything special. It's the simple, eat less, move more. I haven't done any fad diets. I haven't been to a gym. Obviously the gyms are shut now anyway, but I haven't been to a gym since before I was pregnant with Olivia. So it's crazy it just shows you, you know, you don't need to be paying a lot of money for a gym. I've been following like YouTube workouts, mostly Joe Wicks. He's really good. And I've also now kind of been branching out from the HIIT workouts, like obviously still doing that, like cardio, HIIT sessions, they're great, but I've been doing a bit more weights workouts, so trying to like get a bit of strength in upper body and legs and toning up and doing a bit of that. And I've now kind of found other things like abs and like toning up, you know, your hip area to see if that would help a bit with my tummy. Started using resistance bands the last couple of days, so just kind of finding new things to constantly improve my fitness and like maintain it. But yeah, that's it. Like workouts, I obviously over lockdown I've not been working, so I've been trying to do a workout every day, or at least just go for a walk every day. And yeah, I've been doing okay. I had a bit of a bad phase. I think I was really struggling with the whole lockdown situation, and like my mental health was really bad, and I was really like lost it with food. But I kind of took a step back, stopped things, and just kind of went, right, let's kind of get it back on track, and I did manage to. I did follow one plan. I think I did it over lockdown, which was the 19 days. It's called the 19-day body. I've been doing it probably since as long as I've known Craig, so probably like 7 years. I got it from a personal trainer called Mark Rainsford. He is amazing. He's got a wealth of knowledge on food and fitness and everything like that, and he does quite a lot of plans. He doesn't do this one anymore, but he does a lot of plans, and he's definitely worth a follow, so I will link him in the down bar below. So 19-day body is quite strict. It's like there's quite a lot of fasting, there's quite a lot of, you know, like cutting out bread, sugar, caffeine, things like that. And I've done it that strict before, but rather than like really making it hard on myself, I kind of just followed the fasting route. Cut down on food, cut down on junk. I didn't cut out like bread or fizzy drinks or anything like that. I just kind of did the fasting and tried to like cut back on eating, so I was eating a lot healthier, which worked. I think I lost about 9 pounds on that, so that made a huge difference. I think kind of doing that is a big step, because it kind of like, I'm either really good and I'm really bad. You know, I have to kind of like keep reminding myself why I'm doing it and why I'm being good and why I'm not eating junk all the time. I have to do it, or otherwise I'll just be like, I'll just eat this and I'll eat that and whatever. So yeah, it's a tough sort of like mental balance of getting the right thing. So yeah, I lost 9 pounds on that, and then I kind of plateaued. I kind of just had a bit of a relax, because obviously it's quite tough. There's like we do 2 workouts a day, so it's quite intense and it's tiring. So I kind of took a bit of a break, and then I kind of got back into things. I've cut out, for the last 3 weeks, I've cut out fizzy drinks, just because I felt like, especially over pregnancy and that, I was just drinking far too much. And not like, I only drink about 1 to 2 cans a day, but I still feel like that was too much, and I just wanted to kind of cut back on a bit. And I don't know if cutting out on fizzy, like it was always Diet Coke, I never drink full fat fizzy drinks, but I don't know if that has made a difference, because I've started to lose weight again. I kind of plateaued and then I've started to lose the weight, so I'm kind of keeping off of it. That's 2 weeks I think I've done it, so I'm going to try and stick to it as much as I can. And then once I will go back to it, because I only drink water, so it's nice just to have that little like taster, and just like maybe at the weekends I can have a Diet Coke, or you know, a Friday, Saturday, something like that, and then back on it. Normally, the other thing I normally do is drink a lot of water, and I think that is vital for helping you lose weight. If you think about what your body's made up of, it's a lot of water, so get that water in. I drink 2 liters a day. I buy bottled water. I can't drink tap water. I just think it's yucky. So I drink bottled water, 2 liters every day, and I really do think that makes a difference. And it's such a difference on your skin. and your energy levels, you know, it makes you feel so much better. The other thing I'm going to speak about briefly of what I've been doing is fasting. Now I did this in the 19-day body, and I've done it quite a lot. I'm going to touch on it briefly because it's one of those things that I don't think it'll work for everybody. And there's times where I've done it and it hasn't worked for me. I think you have to be in a specific mindset to do it. So I very much, in like 19-day body, you would do like 17 or 19-hour fasts. So you would stop having you would have your tea, and then you wouldn't have anything else till dinner time. Or like that time, but so it's around about dinner time. So yeah, that's what I do. I don't really eat breakfast, and I know obviously there's quite a lot of, you know, breakfast is an essential meal of the day, but it works for me. And especially when I'm being bad, I quite often just be like, right, I'm gonna like have a big blowout, and then I'm back on it and I'll start fasting. Doing that obviously, like no breakfasts, and it just sort of makes me rein it in a bit more and make me realise that if I can eat without, I can not eat until dinner time. So not to like eat for a half an hour or an hour is not like mental. But it doesn't work for everybody. And when like I've been bad with it is when you don't eat till dinner time. You'll eat your dinner, you might have a snack, and then you'll have your supper, and then you're like starving, and you just kind of help yourself. You're just like eating. So you're eating more than probably what you would have if you'd had your breakfast. When it gets like that, you have to stop. Definitely not go with it, and just eat your 3 meals a day, and that is what might work for you. But I struggle. I really find fasting helps me. So most of the 19-day body is fasting, and at the moment I'm only eating breakfast at the weekend. So I fast during the week and then eat breakfast at the weekend. Apart from if I'm like having a day off or I'm on holiday, like we were away for 3 nights a couple of weeks ago, and I had breakfast every morning. So it just depends how I feel, but at the moment it's working for me, it's helping me. As I say, it is not for everybody, so please research it, see how it goes. Don't think it's the next best thing. I probably will at some point start eating. I think I'm going to just continue doing what I'm doing, and then I might like slowly start cutting out the fasts and getting back to eating 3 meals a day. But it works for me. As I say, I really like food, so I can eat like a big like salady type meal for my dinner, and then I'll maybe have a couple of snacks, some yogurt, and then I'll have a snack in the afternoon, and then I'll have my tea, just a normal tea. We're not like cutting out anything, just a normal tea, pasta, anything like that. And then I might have like a couple of biscuits at night time, and then that'll be me till my dinner the next day. So as I say, I don't want to touch too much on it because it is a huge thing, and I don't want to push people towards it because it can be the wrong thing. So if you feel it's working for you, there's a really good book. I can't remember what it is. There's an ebook that I read, and I will link it below. I think it's like Eat, Stop, Eat or something like that. I can't remember. I will find it and I will link it below. And if you're interested in fasting, I would read that book, but only if you feel like you're up to it, because fasting is, you know, you might want to speak to a doctor or a health professional about that one. I'm not any of those things. I've just been into nutrition and into like food and being healthy for a while, and obviously it's one of the things that is in this 19-day body that Mark Rainsford does, so it just kind of helps me a lot. So yes, that's what I've been doing food wise. So yeah, I'm honestly like feeling much better about myself. My body's getting a lot fitter. I feel better. I used to be really good at running, and I think recently I've struggled a lot. I actually think I might have to do like a couch to 5k, not like I can run 5k, but just to kind of build up into running, so I'm doing it a bit more consistently. That's the only thing I feel like I need to get my fitness up with, but it's not major. As long as I'm doing my HIIT workouts, weights workouts, I use a kettlebell, which is amazing. I really, really love kettlebells. And obviously started with the resistance bands. I was thinking a lot about it, that I really, really would love to like get proper gym equipment. I mean, like obviously I'm doing weights and it's not really like I want to get proper weights and maybe even like a bar, so I could do that. And you know, things I can do. I really, really enjoy all that. I actually sometimes prefer doing like weights, because I feel like it's, although sometimes you think, God, you won't really come out working hard with weights, but honestly, see when you start adding weights in, like I do, try and do 2 weights workouts a week, and I just like, I can be as sweating with that as I can be with doing a cardio, or is like, you know, you feeling when you come out and you think, oh, I'm absolutely done with that. Like I can still have that feeling doing that as I can when I do a cardio workout. So, you know, something to bear in mind, and it's great for toning up, strengthening. I definitely would look at doing some weights. But I think, yeah, that's it. I mean, there's nothing really much more on what I'm doing, just simple, eating less, moving more. So like even on days that I'm not doing a proper workout, I might try and go for a walk, or my husband's quite into cycling, so you could do a cycle, or just really just moving more and eating less, you know. And you don't, I know a lot of these people, there's a lot of things like cut this out and cut that out. Just don't cut them out, just cut back on them. Like, so if you like a bit of chocolate, maybe keep that till the weekend. There's a good sort of like 80-20 rule, where like 80% of the time you're good, so maybe like Monday to Friday, and then you can have a bit of a relaxed day on Saturday, but get right back on it. I would say that definitely get right back on it. You know, we're allowed a day off, we're allowed a relaxed day or a treat day, but the trick is to get back on it. And I find, you know, like standing on scales, I know a lot of people say we shouldn't stand on scales, but that's one of the things I do. If I'm really trying to lose weight, I kind of stand on the scales quite frequently, because if I see it falling off, then I'll know it's coming off and I'll feel better about it. And you can use like other tools to kind of motivate you. So like you could have a pair of your jeans that don't fit, keep trying them on weekly, and you might find, you know, eventually once you get into them, that makes a difference. You can measure yourself, you know, like chest, hips, waist, your arms and your legs, and if you keep measuring them weekly, especially if you're working out, you will start notice the decrease in numbers, and that helps. Also, like inspirational boards is always really good. You know, if you've got like something special coming up, use that like to make like a little board, or people that inspire you, and put it around your house so you can kind of keep yourself motivated. The other thing as well is a photo. That's really good. So if you've got a photo of you when that you're not happy with, whatever shape it is you're not happy with, put that on your wall, to keep you motivated. I used to put like pictures in the biscuit cupboard, so I would open it up and be like, oh yeah, I need to shut that. You know, it's just things like that. So I'm just kind of briefly chatting about how I've done it and things like that. So yeah, and hopefully in the next few months I'll be able to lose that half stone. I'm not putting any pressure on that. There's obviously a lot going on at the moment. We're still kind of locked down, we're still very much in this pandemic, so I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I'm just very slowly, even if it's like £1 a week, that's fine. Craig's off just now, so we were out for lunch and I had a biscuit. I felt guilty about it after, but I enjoyed it. and I've done quite a lot of walking. I've got a Fitbit now, so I've been using that to kind of keep me motivated. I try and do at least 10,000 steps a day, although quite often I get a lot more. Obviously the kids keep me quite fit and running around after them. So yeah, that is everything. If you've got any questions about my weight, about your weight, or how you can lose weight, or any sort of fitness tips, put them in the box below and I will happily answer them if I can. I would recommend following Mark Rainsford. He is a gem who knows a lot about fitness and especially nutrition. I think that's the one thing. It's easy to say, oh, I did a workout, but if you haven't done it, you know, what you put in your mouth is a huge thing to losing weight. I think it's something like, you can do the gym all you want, but if you're eating unhealthily, it's going to catch up with you. You might lose it to start with, but it'll catch up with you eventually. So yes, hope that's answered everything on how things have been going with my weight and that. And I'll insert a little picture of my before and after at the moment, because I found a picture of myself from just after James was born, and obviously took a picture at the moment to compare it, and I was like, whoa, I've done quite well. I saw a huge difference and I felt quite proud of myself, so it feels good. I feel happy about myself and things like that. So yeah, here you go. So hope you've liked this vlog. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you are new, I would love you to hit the subscribe button. Lots of sit down videos, hauls and vlogs and things like that, and parenting styles and parenting advice and things like that. So yes, lots of things like that. Catch you later, bye.